even got go and just man mark him in that side. Do you not think teams have done that the last 20 years? This is out here on
What
this
are you saying, Gary? He's just got to stop.
I wanna be on there. I wanna be on there.
So stand next to him and make him go. What's happened for the last 20 years?
I wanna be on there.
We can stop. We thought
I wanna be on
by
there.
the spirit, the fight, the
Kasi miserable.
We've lost the goal from a header with about
I wanna be on there.
Spence, Burn, Stones, Konza and Gay.
I'm making a space cup.
We couldn't have had any bigger defenders on that pitch to deal with that header. It's the last 7 World Cup Golden Glove winners. If we get this wrong, it's spoiling my night. This episode of Stick to Football is brought to you by Sky Bet. They're joining us all tournament long and we're delighted to have them along with us for the ride. We've got plenty more
I'm
episodes
the
on the
mega
way, so
star of-
subscribe, get your comments in it, stick with us all summer.
Messi.
Well,
I wanna be on there.
we're a bit
I'm
messy
making
tonight.
this.
We've just come off the watch along and
Yeah, I wanna be on there. Yeah.
if I've seen that once, I've seen that
Yeah.
15 times, 16 times. I'm actually
There's no
more
Vatican
flat
City.
today than I was when we got knocked
Yeah.
out by France in the quarter-final in Qatar. Because we were right goal throughout the match. I thought it was like a sort of bit of a basketball match.
I wanna
I
discuss
can't
this.
stand us losing like that.
Can we have the minutes of substitutions? Was
Yeah.
it like
We can. He made the 72 minute substitution, which was Gordon.
Because also I'm making.
And that's the momentum.
Thank you.
That's the momentum in the game after that.
Also James Lawrence off.
what's the white? Momentum when Argentina.
Momentum. That's momentum for England, I think.
Stop, stop.
No, sorry, hang on. What? What's going on?
Can I be on there, guys?
This is momentum for England.
Yeah,
Argentina.
it's Argentina.
How Vatican
Yeah, but
City.
that's not from the sub on the second,
Come on.
is it?
Yeah,
I do not have a
72
freaking
minutes.
picture of Vatican
Okay,
City.
yeah. I know, but we
So for me, there's made substitutions, guy, that are not attacking, they're defending.
So yeah, he doesn't know how to get away.
Just quickly, guy, for
I
many
guess
of
I have the
Spurs players
Bible.
he's been, the selections from the
I wanna
start,
be on there,
the
guy.
players he's brought in, selections and the substitutions he's made up to this point. Was that positive? Go that game?
Well, look at Mexico when we were 3-2. We were down to 10 men, but we did go back into a back 5 with Dan Burn. We tried to hold them in there and protect
Yeah,
it.
that was
So we
10
did.
minutes. That's 10
And we did. The big problem for me was before he even made substitutions. We'd started to drop deep into the box before then. And I've seen it so many times.
But you know what? I know the stats. We can all get the stats.
I wanna be on there. Oh, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds. Make Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman on there.
In a game of football, 7.
One was a
The
good.
opposition box. Do we agree though, until 60 minutes, that game was, to be fair, ours or even. It was ours or even, wasn't it? It was a struggle. It was a battle. It
But
was
we felt like we were in it. I only felt like we needed a bit more pace up front, so as we can go. Because the width on the wide, on the flanks, I only thought that's all we needed, a bit more pace up front. Because when we were deep, Roy, and then we were just kicking it up, and then when was we going to get
Yeah,
control
but
of the ball?
at some stage, they were going to get a grip of the game. At some stage.
Yeah, but they were afraid.
England, they're playing England, not playing Spain, where Spain were just, we saw yesterday, way down. So they were going to get some momentum. They're chasing the game. And don't forget, they have the greatest player we've probably ever seen on the pitch. That influences decision making. You've got Messi. What are you going to do?
Well, he was still on the pitch in the first half. He was still.
No, not in the second half. The first half can be cagey. The first half took care of itself. Cagey, people afraid to make mistakes. England eventually get a goal. Poor defender from Argentina. And all of a sudden they have to take risks. They're bringing on attacking players. They're bringing up they're making change. They're bringing on a very, very good striker.
We could have brought.
And they've got Messi, the great. And you analyse it for comes from England's 2 top guys who've been amazing. At a quiet game. Kane and Bellingham. Messi puts a ball in with his. The first thing you think of Messi, what's he bringing at? It's that foot. It's a wand. He puts a ball in with his right foot. He should have scored earlier from a couple of his crosses. What a cross that is. That's brilliant football.
I think there's two things. Look, there's 2 things that I saw in the last half an hour. I think the first 60 minutes, to be fair, we were on the look, and I think we're pretty much doing a decent job. It's a struggle of a game. It's a World Cup semi-final. The minute we scored that first goal, we started to sag into our own box and drop narrow and drop deep. The second that we saw that, the likes of Pickford, who've been here before and seen that before against Italy in a Wembley Euros final, the likes of John Stones, the likes of Harry Kane, the likes of Thomas Tuchel, who've seen these games, but they have to push out 5 to 10 yards. And the midfield players, Anderson Robinson and Rice have got to get out of
So you're blaming the players?
I'm saying that, you know, I'm not blaming them, right, because I did it in games where we lost tournaments and semi-finals and quarter-finals. I've been there where they were. We've had so many of these lessons. I've said it to you so many times. We dropped deep for no reason. We weren't dropping that deep before that goal. We score, and this is before Messi started coming out to the right-hand side, that's the second bit I'll come on to. The first bit was before even Messi started coming out to the right-hand side. We dropped deep. The mistake I think he then made...
What's the email? Got enough. What's the
Messi then saw
email?
the space in his
That was
pockets.
negative.
So that was negative, and I think that's where he got it wrong. And Messi started to drop out here. He then corrected it by
How
putting
they
it forward with
connected to
Nico O'Reilly
goal?
on the left.
Ryan
And for
Reynolds.
some reason, he didn't just
Just-
go and say to Nico O'Reilly, I don't care
Yeah.
who else is inside you.
Stay
Stay with Messi when he drops outside you. Do not let him go.
Oh.
Man mark him. And
Oh,
when he
man,
comes out,
Mate,
force
man,
him to go
also,
back
sorry,
inside
but
him. When he goes
I'm having
central,
a fluke,
he can't
but
cross it.
he-
The minute he's out
Jesus
here,
Christ.
where De Bruyne
I
used
wanna
to be,
talk,
where
I
Beckham
wanna
used to
talk,
be,
I wanna
he's
talk.
basically putting them wicked crosses in. And they're the two things that I think I've seen so many times
Listen to
before.
yourself. Listen to yourself. No, listen to yourself. Just cool your jets.
I'm not cool with Jets.
Yeah.
I don't need to cool with Jets.
Yeah.
You know, but Messi.
I know. Roy, how can you not go and just man mark him in that
Do you not think?
channel?
Do you not think teams have done it in the last 20 years?
Right, in
What
that
makes
channel.
him great?
In that channel.
What did he cross the?
Right.
If you were marking Messi and it was getting towards the end, and remember they scored with 5 minutes to go, so we're
I'll
up to
give this
60
a
up in the
minute.
seven. England was still up.
Right.
I'm a big fan of stick to
So Messi
football.
crosses with what? If you were avoid, if you went on to him, whether it's O'Reilly
Oh,
or
yes,
whoever,
I am.
not out to him, I'm stand next to him so he can't get it there. I mean, football's not like that. You
No,
can't stand
no,
next to people.
right, okay, right. Messi's out here on this
Just
side.
I'm making
trying
that.
to
Messi's out here on
What
this
you're
right.
saying, Gary, he's just got to stop that ball from getting to him.
What I'm saying is, all right, he's different to man mark Messi. However, you can stop him getting it in that area. So stand next to him, Nico, right? Jed Spence as well, and make him go.
So what's happened for the last 20 years?
No, but what I'm saying is, right, that is something you can stop.
So what's happened the last 20 years? All the great coaches and players have done that. Because here you go, you can stand next to me, but I'll do a little shimmy or I'll move.
No, stop him getting the ball out there, make him go somewhere else, make him drop deeper and go into central.
But when he did eventually get it, what would you say to him? If you,
No,
eventually when he does get it, what would you say to him?
He dead, he dead.
Of course you're dead.
He
You
dead.
might go.
He
A
dead.
couple of his great crosses when he should have scored early, he's coming on his left. So what you might eventually say to him, show him on his right. If it's someone getting the best crosses,
Once he's got the ball and he's working his magic, he's playing little 1-2s, he's playing his little run and follow, pass and runs, he's playing his right foot, you're dead. You're done. Once he's got the ball with space, you're finished.
the first goal came from a corner. The first goal came from a corner.
You have right, the first goal.
Comes from a corner.
It does.
So that's nothing to do with Messi or space. That's players switching off.
I think we switched off in the
Of
middle.
course they switched off.
Really badly.
Why do you switch off? Because your hands are on your knees, you're looking at each other and you're blowing.
I think Jordan should save that. Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned last night about players dropping back. You praised Spain yesterday. Spain for playing a high line. And their goalkeeper was unbelievable, wasn't he? And he made some big decisions right away. So maybe there's lessons where England go, could Pickford say, lads, keep going up. And I'll be your sweeper.
That was my first point.
Okay.
We've got to push up more. We could not drop deep and go narrow. The second point around Messi, you're not going to stop him altogether, but you can block that side and fill that side where he is. You can block it. You can just put 3 or 4 players there and say, right, give it to Rodrigo de Paul, give it to others.
I know, but even a few times in the first and the second half, he was in their pockets. We admired when I went into it. And he's
making things happen. He's making things happen. But Gary,
I know what you're saying.
So we sunk in and let him go here.
Yeah, but Gary, what was our plan when we went 1-0 up? What was it? Because
I don't think that-
the only way we were going to beat them, right?
Hanging on.
Hanging on, right?
For the
So
best.
I'm saying we've got players on the bench with pace. We've got
Still
players
gotta
on
be
the
on there,
bench with
but
pace.
yeah,
We needed to
yeah.
get out. He didn't change anything in respect of us
Kaya,
getting out.
Monday,
so he
man,
turned into
tama
putting
Haaland.
players on
Good job,
to load up and be
Right,
defensive.
right,
Something that Messi wants. Messi wants to tackle through people and dribble through people, put the ball in the box to chaos.
And I think what I honestly think what the problem we had, and again, it's been something that's been seen before with England. The real
RB.
bold decision at 1-0
Double parted is it?
was probably to take Harry off. I mentioned it during the actual
Maybe
watch.
I'll have to
And
wait.
what was
If you're going to take Jude and Harry off and put, say, for instance, Rashford and Rodgers up front as examples, no, I'm not saying you take that. I'm saying your pace on the counter-attack up front in central areas, you've got to take off Jude and Harry or one of them.
Right. Not take no.
No,
Norman Rodgers maybe could have came off.
no, Ian, you've got to have someone that can run and damage.
The only thing I'd say about that, I agree, obviously you need pace and space, you do, but no, England weren't even getting a grip of it to play the pass. They never even got to that, we go, they weren't even getting their heads up, they were never getting out. They were were just getting suffocated by a brilliant Argentina team who showed spirit, fight, quality. They're world champions. Listen to the manager. 2 months ago, got interviewed. Are we going to win it? No, we're not. We're going to retain it. Criticising Argentina were amazing. They're street fighters.
Oh, they were amazing.
They're 2-0 down.
We'll talk about England to start with.
Okay, okay.
In a minute.
But
Okay, I'll
winning
stop
it-
here. Also, there is the also because he's inviting about Taylor Swift and Messi, protege of Taylor Swift and Messi, Michael Jackson making and the reaction and the shareholders in the football club or like Barcelona or Inter Miami or Ipswich Town is he's gonna be there, so he's gonna do shareholders on a football club, which I need to be on there if this is still going on for the next 10 years. We'll stick to football. We'll be on there. The 2034 World Cup, I will be on there. With or without Taylor Swift. Because Hugh Jackman think Taylor Swift is already to be, and I'm trying to make that and wanting her to be my wife even though she's with Travis Kelce, because there's a PR relationship. Well, I'm well gonna be by 2030. Not just me, or like, what is that one? My wife is the and Scott Swift, and my friend is like is forcing that Messi is and doing that. What is my network, people? I cannot say for certain, but I hope to be there with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman being on there, and Matt Damon and Tom Holland. Because every World Cup is filming a movie. First one is Westworld season 5, season 6 and 7. He's trying to get green later, and yes, and Mission Impossible, which is there's also Tom Cruise. So if it's one episode, and I think I can be on there, and I'll probably watch the freaking World Cup final in Morocco or Portugal and Spain. You know that's not happening. Then speaking Saudi Arabia next in 2034, because it's very beneficial for me to be on there, because first the general marketing for my space company, and then secondly is for Indonesia. So far anyway, I will be in Westworld season 6, season 7. I also will be Mission Impossible if I'm forcing Tom Cruise, which is also making a SpaceX film. Tom Cruise, so yes. So Mission Impossible 9 and 10. He said Mission Impossible Final Contact is the last one, but I'm forcing him to make it is not basic or the final is the final reckoning. But now I wanna say this the final contact, and if it's not possible it's in 2034. Also in just 1 hour of my time. I think I can do that. Probably with these guys, Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, etc. Matt Damon, probably those guess. I know that's just a freaking picture, but yeah, what I say is just that. Yeah. Also, I will be talking about the World Cup and probably will watch along areas on Taylor Swift house. Joking, but yeah. Because Indonesia also will be qualifying if it's 64 teams that Gianni Infantino are making with their expanding it to 64 teams, which is, I don't know, it's not even a good thing, but all I know is that 64 teams, that's a lot, and well, Indonesia will qualify because the last time it wasn't, because we lost to Iraq. I know they still do not know me personally and etc. But like on them and everything, so Messi and movies, Taylor Swift and movies, Messi and Taylor Swift stuff. So England was not ready. They really was not ready. Like wasn't ready. Why? They got Jazz fans and they got Jazz fans is a good defender, but a World Cup miracle kind of lapak. Plan on it to be on those by 2030 and 2034, but we could also just be from a Zoom kind of way, guys. But guess what? Either way, I'm gonna do a watch along of the World Cup if I'm with Taylor Swift. These guys, so yeah, with a better setup than this is because it's still poor overall. Barcelona. I'll do a watch along of the World Cup as well. Maybe collaborate with Trevor Noah, etc. But like, it is 9 games, World Cup finals. World Cup is 9 games of World Finals. You cannot switch out. Might be on there, I might not. But all I'm saying is that I wanna be on there. Just so it's so nice, she won't be on there. Promise. She doesn't complain no more. Football, but I will be talking about it every day. Yeah. Maybe even Messi, I don't know. Like one episode, I think I can do that while filming those things. So yeah. It's not 2034 who that is speaking Saudi Arabia. Instead, 2034 is Saudi. I need to discuss about Indonesia. So yeah. War and was as well. Mönchengladbach, Kiel, Fortuna Sittard also. Martin Bass, who plays for Ajax. So that is why I wanna be on there. Because we wanna discuss about my country also. I do not expect much out of Indonesia in the next World Cup. Neither do I expect much about Argentina. The life after Messi is gonna be very much probably I don't know difficult because a new crop of players will come in. When the back line certainly is the back four, the right back, the left back, the center back, with the two center back, the goalkeeper, and in 2022 or 2026, so are Leandro Paredes and yes, and DM, and losing Messi, which is why he wants to yes, what is the email? Because with Leandro is already pending. Carcani with Ben Foster, Mario Götze also, might be Podolski. It's just waiting on PR relationship of this ending. But I'm doing this with Sabrina Carpenter for Celia Space Company. Which the loan is just every year, it's not every month. In the Space Company you are doing much. Yeah. Just building mechanics for the rockets that is gonna launch every year. There's John Infantino. Romance Plus. That's NYU. Directed on all studios school, including the MSG Sports Tech New York Knicks pregame. That's what you just do all day, Taylor. So, yeah. Well, spamming on the people accepting him. So, oh cool. The host and producer at the Hollywood Reporters Connect. Hollywood Reporter Beatrice Verhoeven and Rebecca Keegan, NBC News. Yes, in the Hollywood Reporter. It's the last one, and I think that's the last one for today. But yeah, I wanna be on there. It's for one episode. Let's see how this does, and okay, people like that. Because it seems like people does not like Matt Damon as Odysseus. Why is Matt Damon Odysseus? Como is from billionaires out of Indonesia, from Cigarette Jarum. Thank you, Robert Lewandowski.
If we're talking soccer,
To me, it would have to be Barcelona. I think there's a mystique to Barcelona that no other football club has. And people actually think that I have an incredible knowledge about football. I really don't. But to me, it would have to be
Well, I do.
Barcelona.
I have
do agree with you. I'm thinking
I
about
do.
how they went on and how they had developed all of their players, and they had all been playing together since childhood, basically.
Yeah.
And they had advanced to every kind of level until they were, they were just unstoppable.
There's something about them. Yeah, there's a nostalgia to them that will never go away.
It says New England Patriots. Oh, and Seth Meyers for me. There's Twitter. And Jimmy Fallon. With or without the husband. So that is me. I'm gonna do a sit up now, so if the camera is like that, well, yeah. This probably is gonna be my way YouTube account. I think I'll do that. Also, I am gonna be careful. He did do a sit-up. You wanna show that live and what doing the team, the music team, the score from Batman and Ironman to show how much committed I am. Wanna play with Ironman or Batman and Spidey and Wolverine. Well, he very much is. No one is holding the camera right now because it's 11 p.m. But yeah, that was probably gonna post it there. He just does not have the world resources. But in the comics there is Batman the Outlaw and Iron Man too. You can see the comics. Non sentirai che l'ero tuo stato amami me se domani il mondo fosse uguale come era ieri. Ma adesso lasciami credere che si sia per la che amare. Lasciami perdere dentro l'acqua del mare. Le lontane dietro dopo la urlare. Sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché mi sento lontana, lontana da me. Sento lontana, sarebbe da me. Perché mi sento lontana da me, il tempo brucerà, tutti i felici parlano di te, piangerà con me sotto le sopra diluvierà, per portare via le parole forse inutili, canterò sempre, ma resto Sì. Adesso portami a casa che mi sta venendo bene. Per il piatto perero. Portami a casa che il tuo sorriso è spento. Se ne adesso ti fanno un problema mangio per dentro. Lontana, lontana da me. Solita voce musicale. Lontana da me. Perché mi sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché mi sento lontana. Perché mi sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché mi sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché mi sento lontana, lontana da me. Perché mi sento lontana da me. Come la rirai mi respirerà il giorno che mi nasconderò dentro frasi che non sentirai. Ok, last.
Per questo e no, non puoi volare, è ancora troppo presto, ma non è per soldi, per fama o per rispetto, ma solamente per seguire il mio disegno. Tu lasciami stare,